Hollywood Rock must make a return back at WrestleMania 40. It's in the cards, man. Has to be done. The Rock must turn heel in order to turn around the fans, to turn around the bad mojo that's going on in this story with Cody Rhodes. Now, reports are saying that it's a part of the plan for Cody to become this martyr, to become a even bigger babyface than he was before. I don't know if I believe that, but I do believe that The Rock inserted himself in yet another WrestleMania main event, politicking his way up to the top. That's what I love. Hulk Hogan style. He learned from the best. Hogan knows best. Hey, he didn't name his show that for a reason. Hogan do know best when it comes to politicking his way to the top. And The Rock learned from the best. But that aside, look, the storyline between Roman Reigns and the Bloodline and The Rock was imminent. We were talking about it 2 years ago and it didn't happen, and now it's happening. I mean, the bottom line is this: Roman Reigns' long storyline of the Bloodline needs to come to some kind of conclusion. I mean, it's getting a little long in the tooth, and The Rock is the perfect vehicle to, at least ending the story, or maybe enhancing the story, which I'll get to in a second. But first and foremost, you fucking nerds out there who want to send death threats to The Rock's daughter, Ava, because you don't like what the story is doing for you right now, you guys need to chill out and go outside and touch some goddamn grass. Get a life. I mean, seriously, get a life. First of all, what I don't understand with this whole situation is that people are so upset. They got their panties in a bunch because they think that this ruins Cody's story somehow. The story is about the championship. It's about the belt. Roman just so happens to hold the title right now in this moment. It doesn't mean Cody won't become world champion this year. Like, settle the fuck down. That is the story. That's the story. It's about the belt, not Roman, not the bloodline. Okay? You guys are conflicting two different stories. All right? There's a bloodline story that was happening before Cody got to the company. And then there's Cody's story. All right? Rock, we got to lean all the way into heel mode now. This is the perfect opportunity to come out and be a heel. Rock hasn't been a bad guy. I don't remember The Rock being a bad guy on camera since Hollywood Rock. That's crazy. We talking over 10 years of just him being a good guy. Ha ha, smiling and hugging and kissing babies. Like, bruh, you don't have nothing to protect anymore, Dwayne. You are the top of the food chain now. You have figured out a way to hustle and mosey your way into the big room, the big board room. You at the table. You at the literal table. You might not be the head of that table yet. Talk about board of directors and, big levels here. Vince was the actual head of the table. He was the head of the board of directors until he embarrassed himself. But Rock is at that table. So you don't ever have to act again. You don't have to run for office. You don't have to do anything. You are the top of the food chain, dude. So you don't have to make everybody, you don't have to protect whatever you're trying to protect anymore. You are the top of the food chain. You should be able to do whatever you want to do. It shouldn't be really an image thing for Dwayne Johnson anymore, especially where he is now in his position. Dude, get your ass out there and be the entertainer that we fell in love with. And that's a guy who can go good guy or bad guy or in between. You had that range. I don't know if you have it anymore. But if you do have it inside, this is the time to bring it out. This is the definite time to bring it out. Now, I will go full heel mode. I will go authority figure Rock, blend in a little Hollywood, but he's really the authority now. He don't have to be Hollywood Rock. He's the authority now. Literal authority. Everybody knows what his position is. Everybody knows how important he is now with the company. So that's not run from it. That's blend some reality in there, and that's just sprinkle a little bit of fiction. Shit, Vince did it all the time. You need to be the new Vince McMahon character. You need to be Mr. McMahon. You know, I would actually go around and say Mr. Johnson. Call me Mr. Johnson. Like, yo, you got to fill in that void. And I think this would turn people around when he talking about, oh, we have no idea. Now, I hope this means at WrestleMania, you turn heel. Now, this would save the thing. This is how I would book it. Roman goes into WrestleMania as the heel, quote unquote. When he leaves that night, flip him. Now Roman is out of the bloodline because Roman gets turned on by the bloodline. The Rock takes over. He wins the title from Roman, and then the bloodline story gets a wrinkle in it. It changes finally. And now Roman is on the outs, and then The Rock is in his place as the real head of the table, or the head of the table when it comes to the WWE Championship. And now you build Cody to go and take The Rock out. So once you take The Rock out, you kind of destroy the bloodline because already Roman got his spot taken, and now The Rock is losing the championship to Cody. So he takes down the entire empire that way. And of course, riding in on his white horse. Can't forget that part. All right. With the American flag on his neck. So, gotta add the details. So, that would be the greatest thing that happens. That he just turns full heel and he embraces the hate. Embrace the hate, Dwayne. Embrace it. Take all the Rocky suck chants. Take them. Smell them, inhale them, do whatever you do. And then you turn it back on their asses and say, you know what? Yeah. You think this sucks? Well, you suck. And go lean into it. That would really shake shit up. That would shake up the whole entire internet. It would flip things because they'd be like, whoa, we didn't see this coming. So that's the perfect way you get out of it, man. Other than that, you got yourself in a hell of a pickle here because Roman is not going to wrestle twice on the weekend. He's just not going to do it. So the whole theory of having him wrestle Rock first and then wrestle Cody on night 2 is ridiculous. It ain't happening. Just like he said, I do less dates for more money. So Roman ain't doing that. He learned from the best. Talk about learning from the best. He learned from his cousin, The Rock. So, yeah, so that's the way you go with it. I think full heel turn for The Rock at WrestleMania 40 would be the answer. That is the way you get out of this situation. Other than that, if you don't turn heel Rock and somehow Roman wins again, and Roman winning makes no sense because then it's like, well, okay, then what are we doing? You know, what are we doing here? Like, you're just taking the spot just to take it because it's, you know, business. Yeah, business is good, but, you know, you also got to tell the story too. So I think that I'm going to trust these guys and know that they can't be stupid here and you got to do the right thing. And I think The Rock might actually turn heel just to get out of this situation. And if that's the case, I'm all for it, yo.